Why did you attempt an escape? And the suspect confessed to being in court for the first time, and the overwhelming notions created about the court in his head pushed him to attempt an escape for fear of being slaughtered or crucified in court. One fateful day, in my usual manner of going to court, this time with my principal, we went to the magistrate's court. Upon entering the court, quietly waiting for the court to commence for the day, the once quiet environment became distorted with a disturbing uproar coming from people outside the court. I held my file to my heart and set my feet for the next order of nature, which comes involuntarily. Within 20 seconds into the uproar, the confusion became more defined and the noise started to diminish. At this time, the once undefined confusion spelled murmurings of tales, opinions, and reactions to the just concluded episode outside. As for those of us inside the court, our eyes immediately became investigative weapons, looking through the court doors, searching soul for the details of the episode we have just missed. Some individuals started walking into the court, engaging one another in reaction to what they have just witnessed. My eyes were like, Oga, you guys should feed our searching hearts with details of what turned a noiseless zone to a war zone in seconds. At last, as if my quest took the bull by the horn, a prosecutor walked in, accompanied by some policemen who had just captured an accused person brought in from prison who was trying to escape custody. The policemen smiling with victory of God no go shame us. At least there was room for early morning exercise. In few minutes, the magistrate came in and the court sitting commenced. The prosecution, who had the case of the almost lost suspect, rose to inform the court of the need to handle the matter first for security purposes. I observed the court for his reaction on hearing how the suspect attempted escape. In the court's usual indifferent nature, he obliged the prosecution and asked that the matter be called up. The matter before the court, which was taken out of turn, was called up. Look out for my video on education on the legal profession and seniority. The nearly escape episode that took place in the morning and how the suspect should be denied bail. Again, in his usual indifferent demeanor, the court dropped his pen and turned to the suspect and asked him, "Why did you attempt an escape?" And the suspect confessed to being in court for the first time, and the overwhelming notions created about the court in his head pushed him to attempt an escape for fear of being slaughtered or crucified in court. On hearing his confession, people could not hold back. They all laughed at the ridiculous assumption of the court being a slaughterhouse. Then the court asked the suspect a second question, and the details of the proceedings that followed his history. Let us go straight into the matter on ground, which I have carefully summarized in 3 questions. 1. What does the court represent? 2. As a legal practitioner, irrespective of your rank or position, how do you perceive your profession? And how do you use the weapon in your hands, which is the law? Is it for people or against them? 3. The risk we take committing crimes or felonies. Have you tried asking yourself whether it is worth the risk? For me, the court should be the hospital of the society, that as much as it purges ills in the society, there should be a level of confidence in the court process and outcome that assures people of the rule of law, the uphold of justice and fairness in court, so that when people leave the court, they are satisfied with the verdict of justice, whether it is for them or against them. Secondly, the legal profession is a family that holds so much prestige. Our actions should always reflect the genuine intention to uphold justice and fairness, as well as empathy. It's not always about nailing the culprit. There is more to justice than just spelling out the law. Justice is fairness, justice is love, justice is empathy, justice is mercy, justice is studying a man's share, that is one's intention to commit a crime, in connection with the actus reus, that is the action that actually committed the crime, that is the action of doing the crime itself, and finding a common ground for impact and positive results. In a nutshell, as much as we want justice, do justice. Finally, When you engage in illegality or go overboard committing crimes, find out the consequences of your actions first and always ask yourself if it is worth it. Now on the lesson 1. Whenever you decide to commit any offense or crime, make sure you know the consequences of your actions. Ask yourself if it's worth it, because you can never escape justice forever. What physical justice does not fulfill, nature will always do justice to. Lesson 2. The legal profession is a noble one and an epitome of integrity. You must learn to see it beyond a career. It is a responsibility that demands your commitment to doing justice in its entirety. Lesson 3. Empathy is a divine virtue. Apply it. Thanks for listening. Kindly share your opinions and answers to the 3 questions I asked, and tell me what your opinion is about justice in your country. I am interested in what you have to say, and if need be, we could produce a new episode as an outcome of our interaction. Until then, stay glued to this channel for more thought-provoking topics, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.